All the muscles of mastication will be supplied by mandibular nerve. That is your, yes, 5-3, third branch of your trigeminal nerve, sir. The mandibular nerve is supplying to all the muscles of mastication. Perfect, perfect, very nice. I'm really happy. Many of you have answered the correct answer here, sir. Elevation karke. Now, depression or opening of the jaw. Now, please remember here, whenever you are chewing, mastication here, the mandible is going to move up and down. That is elevation and the depression of the mandible. Fine. Depression of the mandible is very much easier. Why? Because the mandible will easily move down due to gravity. So therefore, you don't require like many muscles for that one. You require only one muscle. And that muscle will be the lateral pterygoid muscle. Lateral pterygoid muscle is the one which will be helping in depression of mandible, opening the jaw. So please remember L for lateral pterygoid and L for lowering the jaw. Now here, don't think that, I am not teaching you the muscles which are required for elevation of the mandible. Remaining 3 muscles are going to help in elevation. In that way, you try to study smartly here, because they're asking like many questions from muscles of mastication. You should be able to answer it very quickly. So remember, only one muscle is required for depression of mandible, whereas elevation is done by remaining 3 of them. Now, what about the retraction, sir? Just now I told you retraction is done by temporalis muscle. Retraction is done by the temporalis muscle here. Just now I told you. It means the remaining 3 of them will be actually helping in what here? They'll be helping in protraction, guys. Protraction. Now the sidewise movement of the mandible, of course, it is done by the alternate movements of the pterygoid muscles, sir. The lateral pterygoid and the medial pterygoid. Alternate movements of that one will be helping in sidewise. Now the accessory muscle of mastication, even this was also asked in the exam, and this one here will be the buccinator muscle. Accessory muscle of mastication will be the buccinator muscle, which is present in your cheek, and that is actually helping in blowing the cheeks here. Something like this here, you know. And most commonly involved in trismus, remember this one will be the medial pterygoid muscle. Medial pterygoid muscle. And please remember, trismus is like lockjaw. Lockjaw, it is mute medial pterygoid. So that you don't get confused between the lateral pterygoid and the medial pterygoid here, sir. So for lowering the jaw, lateral pterygoid, whereas in the mute, that is lockjaw, that will be the medial pterygoid. Okay, now one more important MCQ here is that most commonly involved in the lockjaw while yawning. So while yawning, what is going to happen? The person is going to open the mouth. Of course, that is done by, yes, lateral pterygoid. So the correct answer here should be the lateral pterygoid muscle.